Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome if it's your first time here. My name is Ruth Kim, and I'm back again with this story time series because everybody wanted to know why I ended up getting married to a black or to an African guy after being anti-black for 5 years. So this is what I'll be sharing with you today. So grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of coffee, drink whatever you like to drink, and let's go guys. So guys, if you haven't watched my last video on why I had stopped loving black guys, or I was no longer dating black guys for almost 5 years, please, I'll put the link in the description box. Go check that video out so that you can follow up with this story today. So after I broke up with that guy, after I broke up with the Kenyan guy, I moved immediately. It was in December, and in January I moved to Germany. So when I came here and I was not into black guys anymore, I was in my head, I was more focused with trying the white guys. You know how it is, guys. If you had watched, or if you have been watching the soap operas, that's what I was having in my head those days. Well, immediately when I came here in 2010, I didn't like date a lot before I had a boyfriend. So it took me like 3 months and I was already having a boyfriend. Of course, I went 1 to 3 dates and I met this guy. He was young, he was 25 by then, and he could speak English, and he was so excited to meet me as well. So boom, we connected and we stayed together for 3 good years, from 2010 to 2012. So it was nice. He used to come and visit me during my au pair days. He used to pick me up, he used to take me out. He actually introduced me to most of the German culture, or to most of the German events. It was good, it was nice, it was something new, it was exciting and all that. But there was a time came, my au pair was supposed to be over and I needed to go and start to do a social year, and I happened to find the social year in a different town in South Germany, and we used to live back then in North Germany. So, you know, I thought if someone is into you, he was supposed to like hold me back and help me find something here in Hamburg, but he was into the new thing of me going to South Germany. So I went to South Germany and it became a long distance relationship, blah blah blah. We tried like meeting 3-4 times in a month, but it didn't work for long, so we ended up breaking up. And after breaking up, I stayed for a while on my own, like single. You know, if you don't know, guys, there are 2 types of women. There's a woman who cannot stay on her own. There's a woman who needs a man, and like she needs a guy to be there for her, to do this for her, to cuddle or to cuddle in bed. But I'm the opposite. I'm the type of a woman who can, like, I can be on my own, I can stay on my own, you know. And I stayed for a while like single, not searching, because I was in my school, I was doing Ausbildung back then. So, and one more thing I came to realize, when I started dating again, I was attracting this kind of guys. You know, someone said in my comment section that because of one black guy, I ended up hating the whole black guys community or the blacks community. But something happened again. I was attracting this kind of men, like white men who were, I don't know how to put it, like the first guy I tried after I broke up with my boyfriend or my ex was like, in his bedroom he had this car seat, you know, a gynecologist seat, the one which you sit like this, and the gyna take a remote and it goes up, and you wide your legs like open up like this, yeah, you see the momo just there and your legs are there. But I never bothered him because he was a fitness trainer. So I thought maybe that's something which they do in the training, you know. He was a personal trainer. So I never asked until, you know, when you're starting to date, people don't open up very fast. Until one day he was like, he told me I need to do something to give him some pain. And you know, but there I'm that African, you know, I never used to do African, but I'm that African girl that I still have that African thing or mentality in my head. So I was like, what do you mean I have to do something to give you pain? He wanted me to be dominant and do things to him. Like he would dress up like a dog and he wanted me to beat him up. And I was like, oh my God, this is so weird. And one day he told me like he's going to sit on this gynecology seat. And you guys can imagine what he wanted me to do there. You can imagine. So the gyna seat is supposed to be for women. So imagine a guy sitting on that gyna seat. So I don't want to go into details because it was so nasty. So I broke up with that guy. I didn't do it. So I met another one. And he was a bit younger than me, so I was like planning a future, and he's like into holidays. He's like living for that moment. That one was good. I don't complain. But I was, in my head, I was a bit further. Like we were not like hatukuwa tunapelekana hivi. He was like a bit behind and I was a bit in front. And by the way, they used to have ships. Hey, mamake alikuwa ananiambia shika hii ship, tunainyoa. Unajua, I was a farmer in Germany for a while. So the other guy, the one who made me like feel this is not working anymore, is the one I met, or I think the second last one before I stopped dating the white guys. And he was nice. He had a good job. He owned a magazine industry which is a bit famous here in Hamburg. And he was the type of a guy, when you're with him, he's so normal. He talk good. But the moment he goes and he start texting, he's going to text things and you're going to be like, who the hell is this guy? Who is this guy? So there was this time we actually, after the last story I told you about online dating, I stopped going to guys' places. I stopped visiting them. So with that guy, we used to meet up outside. Maybe we go watch a game, a basketball game. We go have lunch, have dinner. But he never came to my place and I never went to his place. We used to meet outside. He texted me one time and he was like, next time when you come to my house, I want you, the moment you get into the door, like you undress and lie on the floor. Have you ever checked your phone and you're like, ooh, Jesus? So I was like, okay. And I was confused. So I called him and he was like, he tried to explain to me what he meant. And he would like me to be like a slave or treat me like a slave. Now this is the opposite of the first one that I had. The guy wanted me to be dominant and beat him up, yeah, you know, whip that thing. And this other guy wants to do the beating on me. Hey, Jesus, I was like, can you explain to me what you mean? And he told me he prefer me to be more submissive and to do things his way. So I didn't say no at the moment because we wanted to go for a holiday. So he told me we were supposed to go to Paris. It was in winter. We were supposed to go to Paris. And when we were planning, he even paid the ticket. But he told me one day, when we go to Paris, I have to come back and go to the doctor and get a sick off, because after the Paris trip, I'll not be able to work immediately. So I was like, what do you mean I'm not going to be able to work directly? You know, we had waited for this day. We were going to smash it. Yeah, he was going to eat it. I thought he was going to eat it and smash it, but in his head he wanted to go and do those things, the dominant things, the beating and everything. So he was like, you know, I'm going to do things to you, your body will be so tired that you won't be able to work. Hey my dear, if you're watching this, tell me, if you were me, would you have gone for that trip? me, I take my body from Hamburg. Hey, we take a plane or we even drive to Paris. You go and beat me up. Eh? You go and beat me up to an extent that I won't be able to work again. I said no. We are not going. We are not going to Paris. Do you know those incidents you hear like? Do you know those incidents you hear like someone was murdered or was found somewhere not breathing anymore? Hey. No, not me. So this is how like I ended up that relationship, because to me it was so creepy and scary. So I stopped, but it's normal. To some people, those are some normal stuff, and I'm sorry, because me, I think I'm so African and I'm so old-fashioned. Maybe don't judge me. If you like those things, have fun, my dear.